So one of the most exciting parts, of course, working pre-launch with pharmaceutical assets is determining what it can be and what we also want our customers it to believe over time it is. And it just came up, it's also about structure and things that get in the way. But we hope also from today you've heard that it's really a mixture of things. So it's a little bit of an art, a lot of science, not just science, but a lot of science still, but mostly a discipline. And with that, we know also 3 of the 4 pharmaceutical assets that are brought to market still don't make up for their investment. So when it comes to positioning, it's also not just about having one, but really having a great one so that you can maximize the commercial potential. We spoke a lot about insights and understanding our customers that go beyond, you could say, the potential prescribers, understanding their end goal, their end games, and what drives their behaviors that we would need to change, but also understand, therefore, what are the unmet needs in the market that we want to target with our positioning that would make our product unique. Then we spoke a lot about it being a cross-functional team effort, so not just a commercial exercise or from a market access point of view when it comes to value proposition, but really embraced by scientific, commercial, market access, patient engagement, and so forth, so that all different perspectives, knowledge, and opinions can be brought to the table to create a great positioning. And then it's also about differentiation, differentiation, and differentiation. And that means that you have differentiation on a product level, looking at the attributes, the intrinsic, you could say, difference of your product. We think of differentiation as the perception that we want to create and how we communicate it in the market. So it's also related to what you study, so that you can communicate about your product. And then ultimately, when in the market, you want to make sure that your customers are saying what your product is that you want it to be. So being able to achieve that perceived differentiation. And as we talked about, positioning sets really the trajectory for launch on a strategic level. So it's not if the brand will, it's whether the brand will be successful or not. And then tactics, as we talked about or mentioned, are really then the execution part of seeing it all through and bringing it to life. In terms of useful resources, David mentioned a couple of times the book that we have produced. So everyone here signed up for this webinar will receive the ebook via Tony or Anne. Then also, if you're not in a reading mood, we have a short video on YouTube with some graphics about passive versus active positioning. And then also we have a short article and a positioning checklist, as David also mentioned a couple of times. There's a job description in terms of what the positioning should achieve, and that could be something as a resource for you. And you can just send an email to us to receive a copy. So with that, I will hand back to Tony, and also want to thank all the participants here for the active participation.